Welcome to the future. We've been saying the year 2020 has thrown up some unusual press conferences. We are about to dive into it with today's final race winner, Cam Waters. Welcome back to Victory Lane, brother, and also Scotty McLaughlin, champion-elect. Jamie's suffering a little bit of internet issues out there at the moment, so we can hear him, I think, but we can't see him, unfortunately. Do a quick sound check. You got me there, Jamie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Reminder to our friends watching on Facebook, shoot me some fan
got you. Can you hear me?
I got you, buddy. Thank you. We'll get some fan questions at the end. I'm going to go straight into some questions from the journalists, and we'll hopefully keep this humming along nicely. All right, last one before Bathurst. Plenty to talk about. Let's start with the champ to be Scotty McLaughlin. Dan Herrero from Speed Cafe for you, Scotty. You said on TV that the 300 plus points wasn't your goal this weekend. Did you expect to seal the title today? Did you think you could do it?
I think after yesterday, we thought, 37 points. I think we had to score more than Jamie, and we thought maybe we could, if we put our car on pole and had a good couple of starts, we'd be there or thereabouts. But yeah, look, it wasn't the goal. It was this weekend was about putting ourselves in a position to maximise Bathurst, make our job easier at Bathurst, but to wrap it up this weekend, is a big tick for us and the team.
I'll see if I can take some more questions on this topic first. No, let's just move straight on and go with Andrew Van Leeuwen, motorsport.com. For Jamie. Jamie, are you disappointed to see the title hopes disappear today? Or given how big that gap already was, did it feel a little bit inevitable? Jamie, you got me?
Yeah, certainly disappointed. Certainly disappointed that we couldn't take it to Bathurst. But I've always said, you need a fast car, and you need to do a good job with it. And Scotty and the Penske boys have done a great job at engineering. A really quick car, and then they maximised and certainly deserved the win. So we would have loved to have had a bit more pace and been able to take it to them, but it wasn't to be. So massive congratulations to Scotty and the whole DGR Penske crew. They certainly deserve the three-peat. All we can do now is go to Bathurst and see if we can do a good job there to finish the year.
Hey Jamie, yesterday I asked Shane if he was looking forward to going to Bathurst without any championship ramifications, just focusing on the great race for what it is. Are you sort of looking forward to that now that at least that's been put to bed?
I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to it more. It would have been great to go there and challenge for the race and the championship all at the same time. So if anything, it's a little disappointing that we're not battling for the championship as well, and the category doesn't have that story. But also, what I've always said, it's our responsibility to step up, and we unfortunately we couldn't do that this season.
Okay, Cameron from Dan Herrero, speedcafe.com. How does this win compare to back at Sandown in 2017?
Sandown was a long time ago. I think the Sandown win was still very special. Obviously, first race win, and at Sandown, it's a pretty big event, so it was still pretty special. But today was awesome to be back in the winner's circle and to do it on my own was quite cool. And I feel like it's been a long time coming. I've had a lot of pace probably this year and got a heap of podiums, but just haven't strung it together yet. So finally good to get that monkey off the shoulders, I suppose.
From Craig Revell for you again, Cam. Congratulations, Craig. How much confidence does this win give you heading to Bathurst?
It's good. I guess I remember how to do a win a race again. It's been a while since last time, but we've found a really nice spot with the car with setups, and we usually go to Bathurst and we're quite strong as well. So super pumped to go there. Really confident, and obviously we got Wilbur driving with me as well. So it'll be pretty awesome to get up there and see what we can do together.
Pesky airbox fires reared their head for you guys this weekend, but that's been a really isolated case this year, hey?
Yeah, we haven't had one for ages. So I think Jack had one on Saturday's race, which, we thought it was more of an ambient thing, being so cold, and probably just hadn't been on top of the mapping. But I think JC's was potentially an electrical issue, not an airbox fire. So, something weird was going on there. It wasn't just the normal, airbox fire that we'd usually have. So, I'm still relatively confident that we've got it sorted.
Did the border closure between Melbourne and Sydney make it difficult to solve for you guys? Because you can't really just go back to the shop and fix it.
Well, not really too phased with fixing the airbox fire thing. I think we've had one, obviously with Jack on Saturday, and we already kind of know why. So not really too phased by that. The electrical thing with JC's car, the boys will dive into that and work out what actually went wrong and fix it. So the boys are really good at finding issues and getting them sorted. So full faith in the guys to get it sorted.
Alrighty, I'll get back to Scotty in a sec, but I'll just keep going with Jamie here now. Jamie from Dan Herrero, after how much pace Triple Eight showed in Adelaide and then Albert Park in the qualifying sessions, what happened is the question.
What happens? Well, we generally have quite good pace at Adelaide and the Grand Prix. We pushed hard to try to improve the car's pace as the year's gone on. Made some gains, made some losses as well. So we certainly weren't in a position where we just was going to just run round second. We did everything we could. That showed a couple of poor results while we were sort of experimenting with things. But there's not much more I can really explain about that. We give it all we had, and we just weren't good enough.
Bit of a follow-up from Andrew Van Leeuwen here, Jamie. It doesn't feel like we've consistently seen the razor-sharp Triple Eight that we're used to seeing since the season resumed. Are you confident of a more traditionally strong Triple Eight performance at Bathurst?
For sure. Yeah, we'd like to think that we put in our best performance come the biggest race of the year. But then again, at the same time, I think we need to put some big effort into changing a few things up and making sure that we're ultra strong come 2021. All
right, Jamie again. You're the favourite today, Jamie, with the journalists. Lucky you. How difficult has this season been, Jamie? Massive amount of changes from your perspective.
I've really enjoyed the season. Sport's about the variabilities and the curveballs get thrown at you, and it's who deals with those curveballs the best and adapts to the conditions. So from a sporting point of view, this year's been great. We haven't known what tracks we're going to. The formats have changed. It's just been absolutely turned on its head. So I always said, whoever wins the championship is certainly going to deserve it one way or another. So Scotty and his crew have been the cream for a couple of years, and they've just shown this year that with all the variabilities, they've still come out on top, which is what it should be. Whoever they who work the hardest and bring the best car to the track and then do a good job at the track as well should get the biggest prize of the year. So that's gone, but for us, it's still the second biggest trophy. It's not quite as big as the championship trophy, but it's still a bloody good one, Bathurst. That's all up for grabs in a few weeks' time.
All right, well answered. Let's talk more about Bathurst. We'll get Scotty back here as well. From Simon Chapman, speedcafe.com. Given we've been doing very short sprint races since late June, not had to worry about any in-race fatigue, could Bathurst be a bit of a shock to the system? I might throw that one at all of you guys, but we'll start with Scotty on that one. Is Bathurst going to be an endurance shock to the system?
No. We're all pretty match fit. Geez, you see how much we've been racing lately? It will be no dramas. I think I'll be very surprised if people are worried about their fitness by now.
Cam, are you happy doing a big triple stint at Mount Panorama?
Yeah, I'm not really too phased by that. With obviously what Scotty said, we're all race fit and still doing the training stuff outside of the car as well. So I feel like this race format's nearly nearly harder than our normal ones, just because you have to get out of the car, reset, and then get back in and do another stint. I feel like it's harder than just getting in and smashing it out in one go. So no issues regarding that. It's probably more the co-drivers who haven't driven has been more the issue.
Yeah, Jamie, just to add to that as well, is this going to be any more chaotic given all the different rule changes and team personnel reductions, bringing back the refueling? Are we expecting to see a little bit more chaos? And what Cam said about co-drivers, of course.
I'll second what the boys have said about the main drivers. We've done a lot of miles recently, so if anything, it should be a good thing. The co-drivers are going to get a heap of running at Bathurst before the event. So although they haven't done much running all year, they'll certainly get plenty of miles at the circuit we're going to race at, which is going to be a good thing. We haven't refueled for a long time, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's plenty of sessions where you can do some refueling in practice sessions beforehand. So we'll do everything we can. Pit lane hasn't changed much, we've got there's guys and girls who have been mechanics for 10 plus years who are very, very experienced at what they do. So I don't think it'll be a massive issue, and it certainly won't affect the race. Of course, there might be a few little things here and there, but it's not going to be a game changer.
Okay. From Craig Ravel, to all drivers, will having the championship decided now allow the Bathurst winner a better celebration? So I guess that's a funny one. Maybe I'll spin that in a different direction, Scott. You've done burnouts for your last two championships. How are you going to handle that at Bathurst?
Well, I've got to win it first, but look, it's from a championship point of view, I'm sure Supercars will sort whatever they need to do. Obviously, we need to be COVID safe, the whole thing, and the celebrations and stuff. They're going to be a lot different to normal or whatever. There's going to be less fans and probably less team personnel down there and stuff. But we've got to be pretty diligent about it. But we'll worry about that if we get there.
Jamie, it's an interesting question. You've won Bathurst, you've won championships, and you celebrated them both on different days. How do you think we're going to go celebrating two big things at once?
It should be twice as good, shouldn't it?
That's a good point.
Hopefully it's two cars. It might only be one car doing burnouts at the end of Bathurst, but hopefully we've got two cars and double celebration. But we're all absolutely spewing. That'll be the go up against the wall. Wait, we're all absolutely spewing. We're not going to put our penguin suit on and go to the gala. That's a real shame this year.
Oh, geez, absolutely. Yeah.
Night off. No chicken nuggets this year either. All right, last one for me.
Macca's Sunday night at Bathurst. That'll be the gala awards.
Down at the op. Last one for you, Scotty. You said you got a contract for next year. I'm not going to push you too much on that. But how much does your result in Florida matter to what happens in 2021?
It's an opportunity, Chad. I'm just going there to do what I was intended to do in May. I understand how the qualifying works, a new car on a new tyre. At the race, I'll be able to run red tyres, which is their softer option tyre that I wasn't able to test on. So for me, it's just it's an opportunity. For now, it's a reward, I guess, for for the year. I'm actually looking at it as like an excitement. Do Bathurst, the greatest race of the year, and then go across to America, which is going to be cool. So it's opportunity, and that's how I'm looking at it.
That's cool. Usually when you get a big opportunity like your first drive at GRM or, a co-drive at Bathurst, you want to do really, really well to impress everyone. Do you have that same feeling for this?
Yeah, I'm realistic about it though. Like I've seen the schedule, I think, and it looks like it's going to be the only sort of one practice, then qualifying. Obviously, I'll have some simulated days beforehand, but I'm realistic about it. It's going to be tough. It's a world-class series with world-class drivers, and you just it's going to be hard. So, but I'm very lucky that I'm going into a team that's probably the benchmark team in the sport, probably barring Ganassi. And, I'm jumping in with, the top drivers as well. So I've got all their data, I've got all their setups, I've got all their, help on that. So grateful for that and looking forward to the opportunity.
All right. Well answered, man. Actually, I missed one here, and it's a very important question for Jamie from the journos. I really like this one from Dan Herrero. Jamie, thoughts approaching the last Bathurst 1000 for the Holden Racing team? That's a huge one.
Oh, yeah, it's been a crazy year. It's been an emotional year for all the Holden supporters, but certainly the people that all the salesmen and everyone that's worked for Holden during the years and are as passionate about the brand as we are as a racing team. So certainly there's some motivation there to make sure that we finish the Holden. Bathurst meant so much to them over the years, so there's certainly a little added motivation there to go off on a high.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, fan questions to wrap this up. Let's start with Luke Ford off Facebook. Would you guys like to see a retro round at Bathurst this year? It might be a bit tough for Tickford being up there and away from the sticky kit, but how about the Queensland teams? Any chance of a retro livery?
I don't think there's any chance of that, but I think, probably not this year, but maybe one of the years if we only end up doing Bathurst as an enduro in the future. I think that's it's probably the best place for a retro, I believe.
Good point, Jamie. Any chance of a sneaky Red Bull retro? Holden's last Bathurst, surely.
No, absolutely no chance this year, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Let's go to Reese Gannat. Scott, if you're not driving in supercars next year, this is interesting. Scott, if you're not driving in supercars next year, who would you like to see drive car 17?
I'm planning on driving it.
Okay, you're planning on driving it at some point, if not for the whole year.
You'll find out.
Find out soon. All right. I like that one. He wants to see himself driving it. Jamie, we've talked a bit about this. Are you going to change your steering wheel for Craig heading into Bathurst?
Certainly if he wants to. Yeah, if he hates it in P1 and P2, we'll change back. It's I've had plenty of miles with both.
That one was from Darcy Sanchez. From Ryan William. Scott, even if you go to Indy next year, do you reckon you could come back and get 7 championships like Jamie? There's a few more to go there.
Look, Jamie's 7 championships. I think anyone will struggle to beat that. It's it's phenomenal. So I'm proud to get 3.
All right, to finish one off here, from Tickford Racing fans, guess who this one's for? Cam, do you think, given how well you've gone this year, that you could be fighting for a championship next year? Good question.
I think we can. Yeah, we're 3rd currently, and I think there's still more to come from our car and our team. So I think this off season will be good for us to regroup and try and improve some of our things that we need to, and we'll come out swinging next year 100%.
All right. Well done today, Cam. Good fight, Jamie. Nearly got it all the way to Bathurst. Well done, Scotty. I'm looking forward to going to Bathurst. Thankfully, I'll be there. Very, very lucky. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys up there. Thank you very much for your time. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you.